Yo, 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 yo. What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal? What's happening? What's going on, everybody? What's the deal? What's the deal? What is the deal? Happy Wellness Wednesday. It is Wednesday, Wellness Wednesday. We are back again. We are setting up the other devices. One of these days, man, I'm gonna be ready by 8:30 consistently. When we ain't got to rush, it's just getting into my workout late, getting into all of the things a little later than I daily like to. But we here, we show up. All right. It's not about perfection, it's about progress and all of that good stuff. All right. We are getting the thing rolling. We are setting up the here we go, episode 311. Boom bap, we're live there. We're coming live here. Oh, we gotta clean this lens off on this side. What's the deal? What's the deal? What's going on? What's going on? All right, we are live. We are getting live here on this device. And this device is now live. We are now fully live on all devices, on all platforms. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, your host, LaShawn Sugar Marston, and you are tuned into another episode of SR Daily. This is episode 311 episodes in, man. This is a feat. As I mentioned a few weeks ago, one of my friends said that, when I mentioned that the 300th episode was coming up at Ben & Jerry's, at the event, he was like, yo, right, like, me and my friend stopped at 17 episodes, 20 episodes, 30 episodes, right? Most people who start independently with these talk shows, on these platforms, they don't get to 100 episodes, especially doing it every day. All right, doing it every day, Monday through Friday. Now, granted, it's not 7 days a week. If I wanted it to be 7 days, it could be 7 days because, again, I picked a time that works, right? I could get up early and I could do the show at 9 a.m. on Saturdays, all right? And I could be wherever I need to be by 10:30, all right? Sundays, I could do the same thing. Yeah, so I'm grateful, man, right? Some places I got to be to that's close, some places a little far, but it's going to be what it's going to be. But we're not doing it 7 days. We're doing it 5 days, Monday through Friday. Once again, I'm your boy, your host, LaShawn Sugar Marston. You were tuned into episode 311 on SR Daily. SR Daily, with personality meets enlightenment. I am very excited. Today is the third day of my breathing fast. We completed 2 days, Monday and Tuesday, all day. No food, no water, no nothing, just breath, exercise, meditation, and just dialogue, right? And I did this while working, physically traveling here to there, laundry, all of the stuff, dealing with, personal stuff still, emotional things. And so I feel strong, man. Every time I do these fasts, I feel strong. And then, the challenge is the discipline is not eating late at night and not eating so much, specifically, the stuff that puts weight on, the pasta and the ice cream and the cake and the Cinnabons and all of the stuff that has sugar, that breaks down to sugar, that is not good for our body, period, right? If I'm going to eat it, got to do it, and I got to be better moderated at it, all right? So that's where we at. That's where we at. Yo, Mona Love, what's going on? Happy Wellness Wednesday, my love. Tuning in from Rutgers. What's going on? Have a great time out there with your students, with your crew. Much love to you and the Innovation Charter High School crew, the students and the staff being at Rutgers, part of the competition. I look forward to you telling us about it, right? Writing about it, maybe on the website. I think you owe me an article, right? I think you owe me an article for my website. But yeah, let's get the show started, guys. Please do share this live. Share this live with 5 to 10 of your friends who may be interested in tuning in. Hit the share button. We are live again on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. And soon we will be live on my website once I can figure out the stream key. I was not able to figure it out before, but my website does have live capability. And soon we're going to drive all traffic to the website. Everything is going to go through the website, right? And that's the day I'll be happy. Again, even if nobody shows up, I'll be super happy to drive all traffic through my site since I pay for it, right? But let us get the show started. Let us go to the first segment of the day on this beautiful Wednesday, February 26, 2025. Once again, it is a beautiful morning outside. It's going to be a beautiful day, close to 60 today in New York City. Again, it is a bit alarming because tomorrow is dropping back down to the 30s, high 30s. So please don't go outside in your shorts today. Go outside, dress appropriate for the weather. Light jacket, light sweater, Still wear pants, right? Definitely wear pants, but it feels great out there. I was outside this morning, leaving Brooklyn, coming to Queens. Feel amazing, feel grateful. Yo, Rich Kid, what's the deal? What's the deal, Playboy? How you doing? And let's start with our first segment of the day. Today's first segment is our word of the day, and today's word of the day is equanimity. Equanimity, or equanimity, as some people will say. I like to say equanimity. Equanimity is our word of the day, and equanimity is defined as mental calmness, composure, and evenness of temper, especially in a difficult situation. Evenness of mind, especially under stress. Right disposition, a calm mental state. Let me read that again. Today's word of the day is equanimity. Equanimity is defined as mental calmness, composure, and evenness of temper, especially in a difficult situation. Evenness of mind, especially under stress. Right disposition, a calm mental state. Equanimity is paramount. Mental calmness is the most profound thing. It is probably the most important thing, because mental calmness, even if your body goes through some type of stress, even if your body develops some type of dis-ease, if you are mentally calm, if you have equanimity, right? If you have equanimity, you'll be okay. You can heal yourself, right? You can assess really what's wrong. You can know what direction to take. It's extremely paramount. And this is why meditation practice is important, right? Can you remain calm in the face of danger, failure, or loss? Most people cannot. Most people, they say they're calm people until something happens that they don't like. Until they lose a loved one, they're distraught. Until they lose their income, they're distraught. Until they lose their partner, their lover, right? Somebody leaves them, breaks up with them, right? Something happens that they don't like. They are not calm anymore. People are fake calm. People are fake peaceful, right? Because again, we've learned that peace is not the absence of a challenge. Peace is not the absence of the storm. Is being balanced. Is maintaining your composure in the midst of the storm. It is having equanimity, right? And again, this is why daily meditation is important. Daily breath work is important. We're going to get into some breath work today. We're not going to practice it, but we're going to talk about it. We might practice it today. I don't know. Probably not. I'm tired, man. I'm tired. These breath fasts take a lot, right? Especially while still doing the show, right? I did the show Monday, did the show Tuesday, and now I'm doing the show Wednesday. So talking for 30 minutes, right? Phone calls, right? Text messages, right? In-person conversations, crying about some things, right? All of these things take energy. And when you're not eating, when you're not consuming water, it's a lot. But yeah, breathing, meditation, movement, these things matter. These things help. Make sure you attain equanimity. All right. Again, it is paramount, in my opinion. Once again, equanimity is defined as mental calmness, composure, and evenness of temper, especially in difficult situations. Most people in difficult situations, they forget their practices, they forget their meditations, they forget the wisdoms, they forget the gems, they forget the jewels, and they just go with what's normal, which is it's okay, right? Because they can logically, intellectually know what to do better. But if they don't practice it, then you're never going to be able to do it in the heat of danger. We're never going to be able to do it when you need it, right? You don't need meditation when you're in quiet, right? You can just sit and observe the quiet when you're sitting by a lake, by a river, by the ocean, when you're in the woods, in the mountains, when you're somewhere beautiful and it's peaceful energy. Yes, you can meditate then, and you always can use meditation to your benefit 100%, but it's not when you need it the most. You need it the most in the chaos. You need it the most when you're in these busy streets of New York City and somebody bumps you and then ice grills you like you did something to them. You got to be able to breathe. Center yourself and either respond with love, respond with equanimity, right? Respond with mental calmness and composure, or just walk away. Don't respond at all, right? But yeah, that is our first segment of the day. Let's move right along to our second segment of the day. Today's second segment, our Need to Know News of the day. Need to Know News, man, it is national. It is big. DoorDash has to pay out nearly $17 million to their delivery workers. Nearly $17 million to their delivery workers. Let's read the article and find out why. Where are we? Where is DoorDash article? DoorDash article is right here on Business Insider. But before that, we are actually going to pull up. Give me 1 second, because my brother wrote something related to this. This is where I seen it at on his page. And I want to pull up his page, right? Because it was real profound. He mentioned something specifically about this, right? He shared something. So Associated Press said DoorDash to pay delivery workers $17 million for using their tips to cover wages. Being a large corporation, right? Adam Johnson said this. Being a large corporation is great because when you steal money from people, instead of going to prison or even a punitive fine, you just say, oops, sorry, okay? And you pay back what you stole and everyone moves on. This option, weirdly, is not available for people who shoplift razors from CVS. If I got caught stealing from CVS right now, if right now today I went to CVS and I stole something and got caught stealing, if I got caught stealing from CVS right now, I would not be able to pay the money back. Like, oh, my bad, I got the money, sorry. They're taking me to jail. So this, as my brother mentioned, well, as the person mentioned, or they're alluding to rather, is racial inequity, right? Racial inequity related to the law, right? Is stealing wrong or not? Because if it's wrong, then these people should be able to go to jail, right? But anyway, let us read the article and see what's happening. So more than 60,000 DoorDash delivery workers will share the company's $16.75 million settlement, New York Attorney General says. This is from yesterday, 2 days ago, February 24th, 2025. Some 60,000 DoorDash delivery workers will split a $16.75 million settlement. The settlement ends a probe into deceptive tipping practices. DoorDash used tips to offset driver salaries, deceiving customers and workers, Attorney General Letitia James said. DoorDash is set to pay a $16.75 million settlement to resolve a probe led by New York officials into the delivery platform's tipping practices. The settlement will be split among some 60,000 delivery workers known as dashers. It will range from $10 to $14,000 per worker, Attorney General Letitia James said Monday. For years, DoorDash used tips to offset what it paid its dashers, James told reporters in announcing the settlement. In an example provided by James, if dashers were offered a guaranteed amount of $10 for a delivery and the customer didn't tip, DoorDash would pay the dasher the promised $10. But if the customer tipped $3, then DoorDash will let the dasher keep that tip and pay you only $7 out of its own corporate coffers. Slick. The practice was kept secret from customers and DoorDash delivery workers, James said. Dashers didn't know that their tips weren't adding to their income, and customers had no idea their tips weren't subsidizing their dashers' income and were instead helping the company save money. She said New York, which also worked with Illinois and D.C. on the probe, gained access to communications among DoorDash executives who worried that their dashers would figure out what was going on, James told reporters. Criminals, man. These people are criminals and they do anything to make sure that you don't make money. We don't make money, right? We don't get our fair share. DoorDash executives knew how deceptive this policy was, she said. They knew it wasn't right, but they did it anyway. Under the settlement, the New York AG's office is setting up a website for dashers to use to claim their money. DoorDash will be required to end the tip sharing practice and lack of transparency in how tips are handled. And for the next 3 years, it must report to the AG's office every 6 months on compliance. A DoorDash spokesperson told Business Insider the pay model cited by the AG's office was in place between 2017 and 2019 and hadn't been used in the past 6 years. We remain committed to making sure that dasher earnings are always fair and transparent, and the allegations settled were related to an old pay model that was retired in 2019. To be clear, dashers always keep 100% of tips from orders on the DoorDash app, the spokesperson said. This is funny because it said they keep 100% of tips. So they get the 100% of tips, but are they getting the full money from you guys if you say you're going to pay them $10, right? So somebody tips them $6, they're going to get the whole $6. But if you say you was paying them $10, then are you paying them $4 and letting them keep the $6? All right. These people are crooked, man. These are conniving, crooked, low down, dirty scoundrels. Yeah, they are. Terrible. Shout out to everybody on DoorDash, everybody who is delivering our food, our groceries, all of the stuff that people order. I rarely use it. I don't use the stuff, the delivery services. I like to go to places. I have used it, but it's not something that I prefer to use. But yeah, man. These people are crooked, yo. Crooked. But with that, let's move right along to our third segment of the day. Today's third segment, our tip of the day. Today's tip is inspired by last week's workshop. I told you guys last week we did the work with 2 workshops at the Reese Community Center with the MAP program, Mayor's Action Plan. The young people had no school, so we figured it would be a great time to engage the youth and the seniors. We had some young people come out. It was great, right? Incredible. But the second workshop, my lady joined, and she is a certified yoga instructor. She is a health teacher. She teaches health at a high school, and all of the things that come with that. Just a phenomenal woman. She did, so last week the meditative empowerment workshop, we actually tag teamed, right? Which was the first time we did a workshop together, which is, something that we want to do together more, right? As part of our brand that we're building, a Black healing space, right? As part of our just collective work, we want to do stuff together like that. So I led them in a guided meditation. We spoke about the importance of meditation, what it offers, things like that. And then she led them in a breathing exercise and a light movement exercise, progressive muscle relaxation exercise. But today's tip is to practice alternate nostril breathing, which is something that she did with them last week, right? At last week's meditative empowerment workshop, she introduced this practice to the group. It was difficult and uncomfortable for some, but ultimately it was well received by everyone, right? And that's super dope. One sister mentioned how it immediately helped with her congestion. One sister mentioned how it immediately helped with her congestion, right? There are, if you don't know about alternate nostril breathing, right, is when these fingers here, you put this on your nose into your left, and then you switch out to your right, into your right, switch out to your left, like that. So it's in, hold, out, in, hold, out. Super dope practice, super important. Again, one sister said it immediately helped with her congestion. So there are some benefits, right? There are some benefits. There's some great benefits to alternate nostril breathing. Here are a few. Helps ease stress, help ease anxiety, help you relax more, lowers your blood pressure, lowers your heart rate, helps with breathing, right? If you have congestion, it'll help you breathe better, right? Because it'll balance out the nostrils and whatever mucus and stuff is going on in there. Surprisingly, or not surprisingly, because breathing does this. Breathing, right? Proper breathing is magical. And the ancients knew that proper breathing is what could help you prolong your life. And it makes sense, right? One thing I shared with them last week, right? We've heard the term through religion, through science, through spirituality, the breath of life. You've heard that term, the breath of life. I came to understand that breath is life, right? Because when you don't have breath no more, you don't have life. Breath is life. And so if breath is life, if you are able to control your breathing, then you can emphatically control your life. If you can control your breathing, you can control your life. Let me say that one more time. If you can control your breathing, you absolutely can control your life, right? Improves brain function, including help with memory and movement. Improves brain function. Let me read that again. These are the benefits of alternate nostril breathing. Help ease stress, help ease anxiety, help you relax more, lower blood pressure, lower heart rate, help with breathing, and improve brain function, including helping with memory and movement. Powerful, 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 powerful. And with that, we are going to move right along to the fourth segment of the day, fourth and final segment. So thanks, babe. Yo, peace and love, brother Sefu Sankofa. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Thank you so much for tuning in. Yes, babe. You are welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to traveling the world and helping our people heal, right? Simple meditation, breathing, movement, and then we share some vegan food. We share some fruits. We share some veggies, right? That is the plan. That is what we're going to do. We're going to figure that out this week, put the plan together. We'll be together, a few days this weekend. We're going to put that together. We got to finish our book, right? Our ebook. We got to put this plan together and then put it in motion, right? Because our people need this. The world needs this. The world needs proper breathing guidance. The world needs guided meditation. The world needs guided movement exercises, right? The world needs us, my love. The world needs 2 Black people, a Black couple who has been through the things, right? We've been through all of the things, the physical things, the emotional things. We've been through the things. right? And we remain today loving, peaceful, compassionate, graceful, loving, people, right? Leaders. Tuning in from the A train to East New York. Yes, 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 said Fusi and Kofa. Tuning in from the A train, brother. Enjoy that train ride. Get to East New York safely. I appreciate you on the check-in. Let us get to our fourth and final segment of the day. Today's fourth segment, our build of the day is: it's important to drown out all noise. It is important to drown out all the noise, all of it, right? Be rooted in your truth and your mission. Hear others, but don't listen to that which doesn't resonate with you, right? Don't feel bad about it. Hear others, hear them, hear them, hear them, but don't listen to that which doesn't resonate with you. Don't listen to their praise and don't listen to their ridicule. Both will equally impact you, not in the best way, right? Again, I'm not saying just to ignore their ridicule, no. And I'm saying to ignore the ridicule and the praise, right? You got to be so in tune with yourself that you know when you aren't being who and how you should be, right? You got to be so in tune with yourself. You know when you are out of alignment. You know when you are, showing up not as your best self. You know when you are, and it's tough, right? So like, again, hear people, hear what they say, right? Hear what they say. Hear what they say, but don't be swayed, right? Make adjustments when necessary. If you recognize that is something, you know what, you're right, make adjustments, but like stay true to you, right? Stay true to who you are. It is important to drown out all of the noise, every single bit of it, right? The praise, the celebrations, the salutations. Oh, you're so great. Like, again, I remember vividly when people used to say, like when my daughter was first born, the first year or some change, right? Oh, you're such a great dad. I'm always with them. I'm there, picking my son up from school, feeding them, being patient, reading, doing all of the things. But I'm like, for the people who said I was such a great dad, I combated that with, at the time, I didn't have life insurance, right? Didn't have health insurance, right? Some things I didn't have. I didn't have a steady income, right? There were some things I was like, I'm actually not a great dad. I don't feel great as a dad at all right now. And I will be sure to say that, like, so as not to get in my head that I'm so great because I'm there. Like, that's the bare minimum. You created the child, the children, you be there. You accept responsibility, you be there, right? So like, yeah. But then for the people who say I was a terrible dad, right? Because I didn't have life insurance, because I didn't have health insurance, because I didn't have all of the things, I didn't have a steady income, right? Because of all of those things, I said I was a terrible dad. I made sure I'm still there every single day, even with a fractured ankle, taking my children to school, even while dealing with depression. My brother died and my sister died within 2 years. And these are two of my favorite people, like, since I was born, right? My big sis Bunny died in 2016 suddenly, had no idea she was even sick, found out she passed on Facebook. Found out she passed on freaking Facebook. On the same day that our oldest sister had passed 18 years prior. 4/16/98, Reese passed, and then 4/16/2016, Bunny passed. Right? That hit me. But then my brother came home from prison after 26 years. A miracle. Shout out to Anthony. Blessing to my brother. But then he died just less than 2 years later, March of 2018. So I dealt with depression. Right? I was still dealing with depression when my children were small. But I was there. And so those who would say, again, I was a great dad. I would make sure they're aware of the areas that I'm very aware of that I could be better in, that I need to be better in when raising children, right? Stable income, one of the most important things. Stable, healthy mental state, also equally important, right? I wasn't in the best physical shape at the time. I couldn't run. Like, I mean, not like I can now. I could jog a little bit, but the way I can run now is mesmerizing. It's miraculous, right? Based on the back injury that I experienced without having surgery, just able to heal myself. And so for the people who said I was a terrible dad, I would let them know that I was doing great. And the people who said I was a great dad, I would let them know areas I could work in. Be swayed by neither praise nor criticism, right? And so I want to let you guys know that one thing I did today, right, this morning on my way back home, is I started to recap these show notes, right? I started to recap these show notes. I started to recap all of these notes on SRDaily that I do every day, right? Yo, Good Foundation, what's the deal? He said, facts, facts, facts. I appreciate you, my brother. Blessings, stay the course of the mission. My brother does this. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. That's your stuff. That's your stuff. That's your stuff, my brother. I appreciate you. Blessings and love and light and all of that good stuff. But I started to recap, all right, the show. And I did my first recap this morning of yesterday's show. All right. And it's pretty cool. All right. It's pretty cool. I put all of the notes together and made a recap, right? Thanks to my trusted sidekick, my trusted side chick, all right, my trusted side boo, ChatGPT, all right, for making it possible to recap these show notes within a few minutes, all right? Just copy the notes, throw them in there, tell them what to do with it, and then as they do it, right, as it's there, then I go in, I make whatever edits I need to make, right, and then go forward from there. But super dope, super dope, super dope, super powerful. Getting along, learning beyond the classroom. So this is yesterday's. All right, this is yesterday's recap. Getting along, learning beyond the classroom and the politics of perspective. All right, SR Daily episode 310. Every weekday morning, I go live on my social channels and my talk show, SR Daily, to share insights, news, and wisdom to empower, educate, and engage with the community. In the 310th episode, we tackle some thought-provoking topics from the reality of coexistence to the importance of continuous education. Here's a recap of what we discussed. We got segment 1, phrase of the day, can we all just get along? Let's recap that. Segment 2, need to know news of the day, a new era of wind energy. Right. Segment 3, the tip of the day, education is everywhere. Segment 4, the build of the day, the funny thing about political science degrees. Right. I think this is super cool, super helpful. It could definitely benefit me in terms of engagement. It could definitely benefit me also in terms of publishing every day on my website. Right, if I could do this every day. I already have today's show notes in a draft ready to be edited. Right. Oh, no, I think they already edited. I think, let me see. Today's show notes. Yeah, today's show notes are already comprised, already put together, today's show notes are already recapped. Right. Super dope, super grateful for that. We got 2 different types of recap, right? They give me, I put it in twice. But yeah, I think this is going to be good. It's going to be good for me. It's going to be good for the audience. It's going to be good for my supporters, right? And it just builds on something that I wanted to do early on. I just didn't have the capacity to do it, right? I want to turn this into a book, right? I want to turn these show notes into a book. I want to turn my show notes into a book, especially 300th episode being, I want to have this book ready for the 400th episode. All right. 300th episode was with Ben and Jerry's. Highlight that. It's a great point. Go from 0 to 300 episodes, right? Make it a book. And then once I get to 1,000 episodes, all right, we'll do another book on how I got to 1,000 episodes independently. All right. And then that's going to help me get out there to more people, take the show on the road. Right. Obviously I want to be able to generate a lot of income with the show, but I have no desire to not do it the way I want to do it. Meaning that, yes, I want a live studio audience. Yes, I want a set location, right, with a team to pay. But I also want to be able to take the show on the road. I also want to be able to take SR Daily in Houston, right, to Houston for a week, right? I want to be able to take SR Daily to DC for a week. I want to be able to take SR Daily to Jamaica for a week, right? I want to be able to take SR Daily different places and engage different communities and go in the streets, right? Like create it on. Again, especially as I build out the Sugar Ray Show, right? We got SR Daily, especially as we get the Sugar Ray Show up and going. That's going to be epic. So once again, you guys can, if you are not subscribed to my website, please subscribe, LaShawnMarston.com. If you are subscribed, please check the website, right? Check the website, check the updates. Blogs are going up more regularly now than they were last year, right? Not as regularly now as I wanted to be, right? January, we did a couple. We didn't do much in February in terms of articles, blogs. But I'm more active on my website. I'm posting more on my website than I did the last 3 years that I had the website, right? So I give myself progress. I give myself credit, actually, for the progress. Sister Mecca, what's the deal? What's the deal? I appreciate you. Peace and love. Peace and love, my big sister. Thank you so much. But yeah, guys, that's it. Gotta go. Be great and make it a great one. Yes, 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 my love. Enjoy Jersey. Enjoy Rutgers with your students. Thank you so much for being the light, for showing them so much more than what they may be used to. All right. Sefu Sankofa, I'm going to send you the article. You got to read it, my brother. Read it, leave a comment. We're going up. You can do the same thing if you got notes for your show, your podcast, right, that you do. You got notes, put it in the chat GPT and let it create a written recap, and then you can publish that. That's more content. That's more media. That's more ways for people to engage in our media, right? But with that, guys, that is our show. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I am thirsty. I'm not going to drink anything yet, though. I'm not breaking fast yet. I won't break fast until maybe about 11. I got a lunch meeting at like 12, 1 o'clock. that I'm gonna eat at. Right, so I'm gonna break fast with some juice. I'm gonna drink some celery. I'm gonna make some celery juice. I'm gonna make a ginger shot, and I'm gonna drink some lemon water first. I'm gonna drink some warm lemon water first. Put that in my body at about 11. Then I'm going to take a ginger shot, and then drink some celery juice. Then that'll ease me back into I'll eat for today. I'll eat tomorrow, and then I'll fast again Friday and Saturday. And I'm starting to work out my schedule, right? Because I need an eating schedule. That's what will help me, right? Is my schedule, and also just the discipline of not eating so much late at night, right? I had too much ice cream in the last 2 weeks. I had too much cake in the last 2 weeks. Too many Cinnabons, vegan Cinnabons in the last 2 weeks, right? That's what got me with the weight. That's what got me not feeling great. But today is a better day. I feel great. Again, we down like 10 pounds since Sunday. Grateful. I was like 205 Sunday. I'm 195, 194 now. Yeah, we're gonna eat today. We're not gonna eat past a certain time though. We're gonna lock that in. If we do eat past any time, it's gonna be a snack. It's not going to be cooked food. It's not going to be cauliflower bites. It's not going to be bread. It's not going to be anything like that I've been doing. I know better. Now it's time to do better because no one is half the battle. But anyway, guys, please do join me right back here tomorrow. Same time, same place, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. for episode 312 of SR Daily tomorrow. Going down Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Instagram Live, TikTok Live. Remember, it ain't getting knocked down. That's the problem. It's staying down. So get up. The power is in you. As always, be kind to yourself and be kind to each other. Peace and love. That's that Fusen Kofa said yes. Yo, Kashin, what's the deal?